So we go for the next session with Pak Ekki, Rizki Ramadhan, Pak Edi Sutoyo, Ahmad Musnansyah, and Halda Aditya Belgaman with the title Analysis of Hotspot Data for Drought Clustering Using K-means Algorithms. So, Pak, you're okay. Pak, this is Pak Ekki, yeah? All right. So, please, Pak Ekki, time is yours.
Okay, good morning, everyone. My name is Ekki Rizki Ramadan. I'm from Telkom University. In this section, I will introduce our papers. The name is Analysis of Hotspot Data for Drought Clustering Using K-means Algorithm. And this is the authors who contribute in our papers. Okay. First of all, the introduction. As you can see, there is a hotspot data with confidence more than 18%. As you can see in 2018 and 2019, there's a lot of differences. In 2018, the hotspot data is up to 8,500, but in 2019 it's up to 30,000. And continue with upper respiration inspection. So in 2015, as we know, there's a lot of media who say about the Rio disasters, and you can see there's a lot of people who got upper respiration inspection, but in 2016 it's up to 1 million. And the last, the innovation. So the BBTMC is want to the reduce of the disaster, and it's become their objective in the 5 years, in the next 5 years. Okay. And this is the research method. This is our workflow. With the first stage is we identify the problem, and we combine with the literature study, and after that we continue with the problems, and we know the objective, and our objective is we can mapping the vulnerable area in Riau, and continue is with data processing. We clean it with the collection, and we initiate, normalize, and reduction, and after it we clustering using k-means. After the clustering, we evaluate the results, and we got the result. And this in the data collection. So for the collecting the data, we collect it from APAN, Lembaga Penerbangan Antariksa Nasional, which between 2014 until 2019, and we got 29,000 hotspots. And this is the information of the data hotspot. There's 9 columns with coordination, latitude, longitude, and with the date, the capture, the hotspot, date, acquisition time, and the confidence level, who is a level of dangerous in a hotspot. If more than 18, it's probably to fire forest. And the satellite is the name who will capture it, and sub-districts, the information of the hotspot place. And we continue with cleaning data, and this is our process to clean data. We check every column, and we finding the incorrect and the missing values. After that, we fill it and we repair it. And after cleaning, we select the data, and we choose the coordination and confidence level. After the selection, we normalize it. After we normalize it, we reduction it using a PCA. After we reduce it, we determine it using elbow method. And you can see the 4 is the elbow. So we choose 4 as the number of the cluster. And this is the results. As you can see, there is 4 cluster with similar in cluster 1 and 2, 0 and 3. And after that, we regrouping it using volcano, using wetland volcano disasters. There's 0, we come to the green, because 0 is the lowest medium, and up to 3 is continue to the yellow, and the highest category is 2, because there's a lot of high value, and this is the visualization of the vulnerable area. Okay. And this is the result of the each districts. As you can see, this the highest the region is Rokan Hilir with 3,000, and the second is Bangkalis with 2,000, and Kota Dumai with 1,000. So our after that we ensure again the result. But in this, as you can see, the Ford is not the best, but it up to the well cars, and we ensuring it with use silhouette coefficient. So our conclusion is cluster Ford is not the best, but is still in well clustered, and in the red zone are Rokan Hilir, Bengkalis, and Dumai City. And in the continuous, the orange, there is Pelawan, Indragiri Hulu, Hilir, Siak, Meranti Island, Kalambar, and Rokan Hulu. And with the yellow is only Kuantan, and the last is Pekanbaru City. So there's our presentation. Thank you.
Okay. So thank you, Miss Ekki. So there is a question, Pak Ekki. How did you evaluate the success rate of clustering? So usually it's used some square error is calculated at the end of the clustering. So you could answer the first question first, Pak.
For the successors is I really don't know it, because I'm just trying combine with another possibility, because I heard the SSE some squares error is can determine the number of cluster. So we choose it for the we choose it for the finding the best cluster, and we found it as 4. But in the end, we evaluate it again using silhouette. It's not the best, but there is an well cluster on this, I think. And the second, I really don't know about the initial center rate, because I'm using library scikit-learn. Okay.
Okay, so yeah, for the success rate, you haven't tried yet, yeah, and then for the also the initial centroid as well, it's not yet you don't know yet for the how to select, yeah, the initial centroid, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so that could also be your for the future, for the next phase of your research, to make it sharpen, you know, to make it more detailed for the research. Okay, is there any other question or suggestion from the audience? Not yet. Okay, so I would like to know while waiting from the audience, how is the data from the lapan, Pak? Is I know that it will be the real data, but usually the real data is a bit scattered, yeah, with the all the whole the unclear data, uncleaning, and then so on. How was it, Pak, the process until you could do it in the as a uh, data training or data test?
Um, uh, in cleaning in cleaning test, we do research how and in Lapan we can choose the province. So we choose it, and after we choose it, we finding, or we do some research about Riau. There is any district or something, and we combine it using Google Maps. So we checking one by one, and after that we clean it. We some of data we erase it, and we repair it with the right district.
Okay, so it seems that it's you combine also with the manual manual removing. That's what you mean, or it's automatic
Manual.
manual, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so who decide which data or information is important, or okay, this is can be erased, or this is no? Is it your team or from the lapan?
From our team.
Oh, okay, okay. So but all the hotspot data information all are comes from the lapan, ya, Pak, ya?
Yeah, but there's also many mistakes, I think, because some of coordinate is not true with the Google Maps, I think. So that's our problems at first, because we should make sure it.
Okay, okay. Yeah, so or maybe the lapan data is a bit different with the coordinate with the Google Map, Pak? Or maybe lapan have their own coordinate system, no?
For it, I don't know, but for it, I don't know, but I'm just doing some data with large data. I in first I using Indonesian data, but there's a lot of mistake. In one case, I want it to coordination in sea, the ocean. So I just filter it again in Lapan using Rio base, and that's our problems, I think. So I hope in next work there's have repair it either.
Oh, all right. So from the current works, what is the plan for the next one, Pak, for the future in the near future works?
Uh, I think it will be more successful in using density than DB scans, I think, because the base is with a coordinate, so it's more effective, better than K-means. And using Google Maps librarian for the ensuring or the make sure the place.
Okay, so yeah, using the Google Map would be a must, and it uh, is there any possibility to have others mapping coordinate, for example?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, okay, is there any other question? We still have around 4 minutes. Okay. So, I would like to have another question about the initial centroid. Yeah, that's also important. Uh, how so basically in your research you will just take all the data from the lapan but without considering the initial centroid or how is it? Or maybe Pak Anto could also have the suggestion about the
Uh, Pak Maula, may I back up your questions? Pak Eki, perhaps the questions from Pak Maula is about
the
the
research Pak in term of for the ini.
perhaps the questions of Pak Maula is around the initial centroid choice, ya Pak Maula ya. Perhaps it is a very good idea for Pak Eki to evaluate how the initial centroids are selected, because in k-means clusterings highly depends on the quality of the centroid selected in the first steps. So perhaps it is important for you to discuss with your colleagues to evaluate the initial centroid, Pak Eki. Yeah. Okay, Pak Maula. Any
Yes.
question? Yeah, I have uh, I've already picked up for you.
Yeah.
Shall
So yeah, it's okay. So Pak Eki, how is or maybe Pak Anto could also give the suggestion for the Pak uh, Ekki about the initial centroid for the experiments, Pak?
yeah, I have given the suggestions. I suggested Pak Eki to discuss with his colleague to evaluate the quality of initial centroid selected for the experiment, Pak. Because the result of the clusterings highly depends on the initial
All right.
centroid chosen for the experiment.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Pak Anto. Thank you. And yeah, we are okay. It's already 10:30. Is there any other question? Not yet. Okay. Thank you, Pak Eki, for the nice presentation and the real project also with the data from the Lapan. So thank you for the time.